Hey, hey, hey. It is me, your girl, Pam Dorsey. I am the CEO of Pam Dorsey Enterprises, a women's empowerment company here to equip, empower, and inspire you to walk in your authentic wholeness and become the holistic woman that God created you to be. Healthy, healed, and whole is always the goal. The holistic woman in every area of our lives. Listen. I was listening to, I'm learning y'all that music soothes my soul in more ways than I knew. Self discovery is a big deal. Like I've always liked music, more recently for a while, gospel music. But I am learning that other music, R&B music, secular music, whatever you want to call it nourishes my soul as well because I can always find me in there somewhere. The ones that God intend for me to find, right? So listen, I was listening to Brown Skin Girl. I don't even know what I was watching or listening to if it just popped up on the radio. I don't even remember, but it spoke to me in more ways than one, more ways than I knew I needed to hear those words. So after listening, the beat catches you at first, right? So you, brown skin girl, you just want to dance with it, right? You just want to sway with it. But when you listen to the words of the song, especially because I'm a brown skin girl, and I'm going to go deeper into that, it just took me to a place of healthiness. It took me to a place where I could heal more. It took me to a place where I fell more in love with me, if that's a possibility. Because I love me some me, y'all. I haven't always, but I do now. But this is my point. Self-love has not always been my jam. For many years, I did not like or love this little chocolate chick. And Brown Skin Girl just kind of brought it full circle because I didn't like or love this little chocolate chick because of this chocolate skin. It took me years to learn to love this chocolate skin. It goes all the way back to my middle school years, to be honest. And it's in the book, y'all, Built to Overcome. It's in here. There was a guy in middle school, can I say, tortured me daily. I think he woke up every day and said, how can I make Pam's life miserable today? Because when I tell y'all daily, I had to be called the burnt chocolate chip cookie. I had to be told my mother kept me in the oven too long. Every horrific thing that he could think of to say to me as it relates to this chocolate skin, he said it. These are the words, some of the words that I put in my book in the first chapter entitled Countless Journey. Sean made me the target of his sadistic torture simply because my skin was darker than his. He called me every derogatory name he could think of. His rude and disheartening words hit my heart, saturated my heart like an arrow hitting its target every single day. I cannot describe the emotional and the mental pain I experienced that caused my self-esteem to sink lower and lower with each disparaging word. Catch that. It sunk lower and lower day by day. Day in and day out, I endured his offenses. He made my life a living hell. So, when I heard brown skin girl, skin just like pearls, it took me back, all the way back there, y'all, all the way back to my middle school years. And I already knew that was a big part of my reasoning for not having my low self-esteem, my reasoning for not having self-love towards myself, my reasoning for my self-sabotage. I already knew that because, again, it's in the book. But when I read the words, it's like listen to the words, and then when it broke down the words in the song, it took me to a place where I was like, it's full circle, because I can remember the torture. I can remember going all the way through high school, thinking back on the torture and allowing it to unravel me, pieces of me day by day, allowing me to get into relationships that I shouldn't have been, allowing me to not like me. It all began all the way back then. But the lyrics to the song, brown skin girl, your skin just like pearls, best thing in the world, I never trade you for anybody else. So listen, I'm not trading in this little chocolate chick for nobody. Like, for real, for real. Like, when I say I love me some me, I love this little Pamtastic one, I love this little chocolate chick, I truly do. I have to go back to the source. I have to go back to the root of the hurt. I had to go back and unravel and unwind. Why don't you like you, Pam? Why does this continuous circle of all of these terrible relationships, why does this keep happening to you? It wasn't until I was in my 20s that I realized, listen, something ain't right. Something ain't clicking. You got to do something different with your life. And I so thank God for taking me on this amazing self-love journey. First of all, allowing me to understand the depth of his love for me. The way that my pastor broke down Psalms 139:14 has forever changed my life. If God can love me like that, if he formed me in my mother's womb, knitted me perfectly according to the purpose and the plans that he has for my life, how can I not love his creation? So that was the beginning of my beautiful self-love journey that I am still on, right? Life is not a destination. It is a journey. It is continuous. I will continually fall in love with me over and over and over again. I will continually have these brown skin girl moments where I'm like, oh my gosh, it has come full circle. I remember when I was called the little burnt chocolate chip cookie, but I also remember when I began to fall head over heels in love with this little chocolate chick. The little burnt chocolate chip cookie, if you like to call her, fine, I'll be that, but I still love her. All right, so listen, more of the lyrics. Pretty dark skin. When did that ever go together? Pretty and dark skin, that wasn't a thing, not in my life. Pretty and dark skin, they didn't mix, they didn't go together, not until I began to allow Jesus to unravel and take me back to the root of why I don't like this lady, this girl, this woman that I see in the mirror every day. I had to allow him to take me back to that place, all the way back to middle school. This the part that I really love. Lean in. Your melanin is too dark to throw her shade. Listen, this chocolate, listen, all this melanin, it's too dark to throw me shade. So now you can throw all the snood and rude and harsh comments that you want. It don't even matter, because my melanin is too dark to throw me some shade. Throw it, but it ain't even gonna matter no more. And y'all, they say words don't hurt. That's the biggest lie ever been told. The biggest lie ever been told. All right, have you looked at your beautiful self in the mirror? Whether you chocolate, whether you fair skin, whether you light skin, whether you white, whether you Asian, whether you Puerto Rican, whatever you are, have you looked at your cute self in the mirror lately and told your cute self how beautiful you are? Have you leaned in and said, girl, you is cute? Have you done that? If you haven't, do it for me. Do it for me. Not for me, for you.